much. Heck, I don't even ask for the time for my watch. But this is my last hour. Just like when Jesus died. I'm nailed to the cross. And I don't like it. Maybe I shouldn't say this, but I bought a gun. My wife Barbara don't know it, but I'm planning suicide. I got me a 45, and it's going to do the job. Once I pull the trigger, I'll die. And you know what? I don't think anyone will really care. Just another dead nigga. So, I don't know when I'll turn white. If you make me white. But maybe you can give me some kind of sign in a few days. I'm willing to wait a few days. After that, well, one last thing. You don't have to do too much with me because I've already got a white man inside me. Yeah, I've always known this since I was little. What? 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 But I'm a grown man now, still black as hell. So just bring the white out, that's all. I want to go to the promised land that Dr. King talked about, where all little white boys and white girls can play together in a nation judged by the color of their skin and all that. But I don't want no dream. I want the real McCoy. Yeah, like don't fuck around and make me look like one of them black people passing for white. Don't make me look like Adam Clayton Powell. Nah, I'm going all the way. I'll look like Red Skeleton or Ed Sullivan if I have to. But you can give me John Kennedy or Peter Lawford. I don't care, but I want the cream of the crop. You know, the real white man. Tall, white, and handsome. Blonde hair, baby. Amen. Oh, God, wait a minute. P.S. I want to be a white man all the way down to my bones. I don't want no black left in me. Make me a white man. Make me a white man. Make me a white man. Amen.
Paul is sleeping in bed. He is awakened by several taps on his bedroom window. He gets up to check. He moves the curtain and sees a man outside dressed in colorful garb floating in midair. He's wearing a backpack and carrying a suitcase in one hand and a martini in the other. He is wearing shades. Paul cannot believe what he is seeing, so he rubs his eyes, believing he is dreaming. The man speaks through the window.
I didn't want to startle you by appearing suddenly, so I thought I'd try this approach, considering your situation, just gently tapping on the window. So, you gonna let me in?
I don't believe this shit. Whoever you are, just get the fuck out of my window.
Well, believe it, because I'm here. And I'm not a peeping Tom, by the way, although I don't mind Tom peeping. People find me anything but boring.
What the fuck? Yo, nigga, get away from my fucking window.
Paul is shocked to see what he thinks is a burglar floating in midair.
What the fuck, yo? Yo, nigga, get away from my window. What's up, nigga? Yo.
Now, Paul notices the window curtain is gone, and the man ascends a little higher now, laughing.
Oh, shit. Hey, you the devil, ain't you? You the fucking devil. This is some devil shit. God, please help me.
Paul drops to his knees, frightened, and begins to pray.
Oh God, please help me. The devil, help me, please help me. The devil's in the window. God, please help me. The devil's in my window. God, the devil.
Stop calling me the devil. I can't help but laugh because it happens a lot. I show up, you guys call me the devil and call on me to help at the same time. Oh, I think it's so remarkable how I suddenly become the hero and the villain, all in the same breath.
Paul gets off his knees and avoids looking at the window.
Maybe if you didn't laugh so crazy, I might believe you're a god instead of the devil. Only the devil laughs like that. God never laughs. He ain't a happy dude.
Oh, I laugh all the time, and I'm very happy. So, why don't you just let me in and we'll discuss everything and even have some laughs ourselves? You don't look happy, and you look like you could stand some laughter. So why deny yourself? You can see I am obviously on the go here, and I like to do this as expeditiously as possible. I'll talk with you just a little, give you what you want, and be on my way. I promise you, you won't regret it. Oh, you're gonna love me before the night's over. I guarantee it. What do you say?
Sounds like I'm gonna wake up on the floor with my underwear and legs wrapped around my head. I say no. I'm not opening no window. I guarantee that.
Paul Ashley Nelson. Now you've been praying to me and praying your heart out. So I'm here to answer your prayer. Set your heart right and be on my way. If I just have to come through the window, I will.
How do you know my name? I mean, I still ain't gonna open no window. I'm sorry.
You leave me no choice.
How did you? What the fuck? What are you? Who are you?
I thought you'd never ask. Allow me to stand on ceremony and formally introduce myself. Gregory
The man
Osiris,
has
do the dance. G-O-D, the one and only One God Deluxe. At your service, sir.
Who? What?
Mama, moo, moo, moo. Pa, 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 poo, poo, poo. Ga, 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 goo, goo, goo. Mama, moo, moo, moo. Pa, 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 poo, poo, poo.
What? Who are you? And how the hell did you get in my house? dancing and shit, nigga.
Paul grabs his bat and poises his swing.
Calm down, Paul, and put that down.
In a puff, the bat disappears from Paul's hands.
What the fuck?
No. Watch your language. We'll have none of that right now. Now, you want to know who I am? Well, I just told you. Furthermore, I'm here to answer your prayer. So, now I'm going to allow you to speak and move freely, but no crazy stuff from you.
What do you want from me? If you're gonna rob me, I ain't got shit.
What do you want from me? And no, I'm not gonna rob you. But if you're a good boy, I'll give you something you really want. You got no idea. But you hit the jackpot, son.
Who are you really? And why are you here? You some kind of black genie or something?
Oh, I like the or something option. But I'm God, and I'm your father. You didn't think I was Santa, did you?
God? God? You mean like the Bible God? No way. You a nigga. The Bible God is white, and so is Santa. Niggas ain't got shit to be giving niggas shit. But maybe you could be my father. He was a crazy nigga too.
Say that word one more time, and I'll silence you for 1,000 years. Better yet, I'll make you live for 2,000 years as a black man. Now, we all know you would want that because you want to be white, even if it's just for 2 minutes.
How do you know that? I mean, what's really going on here?
What's going on? I'll tell you what's happening here. Something that rarely ever happens in thousands of years. I showed up. And today I'm breaking a couple of rules to show up just to see you and answer your prayer, Paul. So let's just say you hit the jackpot of jackpots, son. I'm a stalwart like no other. Now smile. And this ain't candid camera, but this is your life. Paul Ashley Nelson.
So you God, and you're gonna answer my prayer and make me white? Is that it?
Yes, that's correct. But it's conditional. You just don't get to be white and move to Malibu or bounce to Beverly Hills, Jig clamp it. No, you got to give something to get something.
Ah, shit. Don't tell me you want my soul.
Yes, I'm God, and I want your soul.
You sure you ain't the devil? Because he wants my soul too.
You don't want to know about him. He ain't as hot as he thinks he is. He's just a pain in my... Look, assuming you really do want this heavenly transformation, you need to know about my rules.
You got rules? What are your rules? And what it got to do with my prayer?
My rules are 7 things I can't do, and they are uncompromising. And as I said, but I'm breaking a few to answer your prayer.
7 things you can't do. Damn. And you made the world in 7 days. All right, let's hear them.
Rule number 1, I never take vacation, but I'm on a vacation now. Rule number 2, I can make anyone fall in love with you, and that's so much more complicated than it sounds. Rule number 3, I can't ever tell a lie. I always tell the truth, even if it sounds like a lie. And rule number 4, I can't make you rich.
Whoa, hold up. Damn, now ain't that a bitch? That's all right. When you make me white, I got that covered. Piece of cake. Go on.
Good for you, Paul. Uh, Rule number 5, I can't change your gender, but I've done it before. Rule number 6, I can't make you believe in me. I can perform 1,001 miracles, but it's still up to you whether you believe in me or not. I can't force you.
That's easy enough. I don't believe in you. But I did believe in you before you showed up.
Nah, ain't that a bitch?
You said no foul language. And here you go with it.
That was for you, not for me.
All right.
And now it's time for number 7. And this is the big one.
God floats off the dresser and stands before Paul.
Ah, shit. Should I close my eyes?
I can't turn back time. I can take people back in time to experience it, but I can't turn the clock back.
Well, it's time you do something. Now, you said you are breaking a couple of rules. So, what's the other rule you're breaking?
Well, we'll have to see about that one later.
Okay, so far, so good. Fair enough. So let's do it. I'm ready.
Slow down, Mercury. I've got to talk to you, ask you some questions.
Haven't we talked enough? Why can't you just listen to my thoughts? Why ask questions?
Sure, I can listen to your thoughts, but I prefer to listen to your heart.
Ah, well, my heart is pumping like hell right now. So let's just get on with it.
No, not quite like hell. Hell is way more.
All right, all right. Let's just do it, man. Why can't I just rub a lamp or something and get 3 wishes? Although I only need 1 and get it over with.
I like the or something. How about you rub me and I'll give you 10 wishes?
How many questions you got for me? It seems like you really don't need me to say anything since you probably already know what I'm going to say.
But you still have a voice, and you have one of the greatest gifts I ever gave to mankind, and that's language. And you should all use it instead of misusing it. You see, Paul, if I didn't need to hear your voice, there would be no need for prayer. A loving father loves to hear his children's voices.
Yeah, I know. And the sheep hears the shepherd's voice and all that. Yeah, yeah, and blah, blah, blah.
Why do you want to be a white man, Paul?
Who? Me?
Paul paces around with uncertainty.
Yes, you.
Do you know what you did to me? Do
What,
you even realize how you destroyed me?
what do you mean, Paul?
You know what I'm talking about. And if you don't, then you ain't God. And you can get the fuck out of here. Yeah, I cursed. So fucking what?
Go on.
I can see it on your face. You know it. I can see your guilt. I was on top of the world, man. I was a star, goddammit. Piston motherfucking Paul. I was out there in the stars, man. I was in the galaxies and Nubula. Some shit like that.
A good word, Paul. Good word.
I'm not as dumb as I look. I was a pretty good student most of the time.
Of course, you did have some college until you quit.
College, man, I was talking about high school. In college, I never went to class. didn't learn shit. As long as I was leading the conference and rushing and touchdowns, nobody ever made me go to class. And I didn't go to any either. But I still got passing grades and everything. When football season was over, all I did was sleep all morning, eat all day, and go to parties all night.
Guess you could call that the good life, huh?
Because when football season was over, we started practicing. Only 2 weeks after that. So in a way, football never stopped. So classes never started. Not for Piston Paul, they didn't.
I see. And I know. All you had to do was pour the gravy. And it was all gravy.
Man, I was soaring. I could see the sun. And it looked really good. Really bright. I was somebody. I was somebody.
Oh, yes, the good Reverend William Holmes Borders. Oh, he was a mentor of Dr. King, you know.
What? Who?
Oh, never mind. I do know what you're saying, Paul, and I was extremely happy for you. Piston Paul was really something else.
You destroyed it all. You destroyed me. It was like you saw me getting up higher and higher. And when you thought I was getting too big, you stretched out your all-powerful arm and snatched me right out of the stars. Then flung my black ass back down to this godforsaken place. Splat! You broke me, man. You just broke me like I was nothing. Broke me into 1,000 pieces. Just broke me like I'm nothing. You destroyed me, man.
Come, let me give you a hug, Paul.
They advanced toward each other. Paul puts his head down, and the two embrace warmly.
Oh, I know how you feel, son. I once meant something to people too, to everyone. And everyone loved and looked up to me. And they literally looked up to me, although I never really understood that because I'm never up there anywhere, but always in your midst. Thousands of years ago, I tried to come out of hiding, if you will, and dwell among the people, and show my face and laugh and cry and eat and drink with them. But I was stupid, so they couldn't take me seriously. Rejected nearly everything I said or suggested, and they even mocked me to my face, some of them, and were given to choosing among themselves someone to be God over them, while eventually rejecting me altogether. Most wouldn't share a bowl of soup with me. There were a few, though, only a smattering, really, who continued to believe in me and pray. And even they looked askance on me as I asked for a bowl of soup or sliced mutton. But most stopped believing and praying. After all I had given them, I could not get a bowl of soup or sliced mutton. I had given humankind life in abundance, including the earth, the animals, the sunshine, the rain, the mountains, the oxygen, wind, the trees, the waters, the flowers, the vegetation, and each other. And with all things producing after its own, humankind was assured an inexhaustible fountain of life. And all of that, and they rejected me, reputed me. But when I decided to stop running my mouth and inspire my word and knowledge to great works of writing by humans themselves, it worked well, and I regained some level of love and respect. But it was, and remains even today, a struggle. Oh, humankind made me regret creating them. So I decided to fix within them a moral imperative to seek after me, worship me, love me. But that was so difficult. It nearly killed me.
Whoa.
Paul pulls away from the embrace.
You can die? God can die?
Yes, I can die, metaphorically, but I will always exist, and I always have.
I don't get it.
Complicated. Leave it there. But forcing humankind to worship me is a never-ending struggle. It almost killed me to remove man's backbone in this process. It had been so easy removing his rib to create woman, but his backbone. Well, I tried to remove it just to add another tier, which would ensure his devotion and love for me. But man fought me, and he fought me with Satan's help. Well, I should not say this. It's nevertheless true. Together, they almost killed me in this world.
A glass of martini appears in God's hand. He sips.
That's nice. Did I ever tell you how I came to love the martini? Like to hear? It's very sophisticated potation.
Not really. But I guess it doesn't matter. I could feel my chances of being white slipping away little by little. And I hate it.
I thought you said sipping away little by little as you would do a martini. But you can be white anytime you want to. And when that happens, you should learn the martini, my friend. White folks love the martini. But do you want to learn anything, or you just want to be white? Is that it?
Correct. I just want to be white. I'll take their martini when I'm white.
That's sad.
No, the shit you rapping about is sad. And what do you mean? I can be white anytime I want to. Like I just click my heels or something?
Or follow the yellow brick road, Dorothy. Just playing. You see, Paul, yes, it did hurt me to fall as I did. The days were dark, no pun intended, and I did hunger for soup, for mutton, for love.
Paul steps back a little.
Look, and I mean no disrespect, but no sad story of yours is gonna make me feel better about mine.
No, but you should. You see, people love you unconditionally. I had to force them to obey me, adore me, worship me, revere me, and finally love me. Humankind were my children, and I their father. I deserve their love and admiration freely. But I made them pay a price. Love me or be damned, all of you. And since Satan loved to pilfer souls, he lavished the pleasures of the flesh, but lo, the waves of spirits. So I did make him my lackey. He would have freely at his whim all those who refused to love and obey me. Thus I too paid a price. Anonymity. None really knew my name nor my works, and many and others received praise for what was wrought with these hands. And many names were meted to name he who could not be named by others. I can alone and alone, always an alone name myself. Gregory, Osiris, do the dance. The one and only, one God, deluxe. Ma ma ma, moo moo moo. Pa pa pa. Poo poo poo. Ga ga ga. Goo goo goo. Ma ma ma. Moo moo.
You said all that shit just to introduce yourself again? I'm sorry people stopped digging you and you had to hustle them for soup and that other shit. But you could have snapped your fingers and changed everything for yourself. Not me. My knee snapped and everything went straight to hell for me.
That's because you took doctor's advice over faith in me. You put a blind faith in them. You took what they told you and tucked it under your arm and ran like hell. And yes, you even poured the gravy. You never considered that their medicine and advice was limited, and that only I could help you do the impossible. Because with me, all things are possible.
Guess that's why I'm still here and I'm still black, hey?
That's not really a bad thing. Think about it. Piston Paul brought joy to so many people, young and old alike. He gave people inspiration that may not have had it otherwise. He was black, and black people simply adored him. He was a hero to him. Every little black boy in America dreamed of being Piston Paul. He was great for the university too, and great for the students' morale, and also great for the administration's coffers. Yes, Piston Paul drew TV interest, leading to lucrative contracts and all kinds of endorsements for the school.
Yeah, we had quite a few TV games. It was a big thing. I was glad to tell people back home that I was going to be on TV.
Oh, good for you, Paul. Well, even recruitment improved. That kid Williams, the star, after Piston Paul was gone, came to the school because of him. And many footballers over the years followed in Piston Paul's footsteps and enrolled at the university. And all of that was not simply because he was unmatched on the field. Well, there's no argument that nobody could stop him, but also because he was a model athlete and a role model. You should forever hold your head high and walk with pride. Since you won't be running for touchdowns anymore. I'm sorry, I couldn't help that. But Piston Paul was also a workhorse for his team. He was so...
But wait.
Paul has an epiphany.
Hold everything. Hold your horses, John Wayne. Whoa, that's it. I got it.
You got what?
I got it. Look, you really don't want to turn me white, right? I mean, that's why you're stalling and you got all these questions for me. Instead of just, bam, abracadabra, you a white man. Now get out of here, right? So here's my new deal with you. You can just snap your fingers, put me right on the field. Piston Paul, running for the touchdown.
Who poses?
Where I can pour that gravy one more time, once again.
He does a dance.
Don't forget the fingers.
He does the motion.
The crowd going crazy. Piston Paul, Piston Paul, Piston Paul. And you don't have to turn me white anymore.
Yes, that was so very exciting. Oh, I used to get chills just imagining the gravy dripping onto some mutton.
You know, you're really a trip. You're really far out. You're really a trip, man.
I sometimes am a trip. But this brings me to rule number 7. I can't turn back time.
No. That's why I'm not asking you to turn back time. I'm saying, put me on the field right now with the pro team I would have played for. Because you probably know what team that is. running for the touchdown. Now, of course, fixing my knee and giving me a little more speed, it's just something you could add for all my troubles. It'll be like speeding time up. And I'll take care of the rest. But you don't have to turn me white anymore. How you like that?
I'm saying that Piston Paul is dead. He's dead, Paul.
I know you don't like me.
And Paul explodes into tears, shaking nervously.
I know you don't like me. I know it. I always knew it. I swear I feel like hitting you with that bat. But that wouldn't change anything, would it?
No, it wouldn't, Paul. But don't be mad at me. Piston Paul is dead because you killed him, not me.
What do you mean?
I mean, you killed Piston Paul when you gave up on him. Like I already told you, you took bad advice and ran with it when you should have kept running with the football and pouring your damned gravy.
So, what you really mean is, I gave up on you. You who don't give a damn about black people. White people used to always say, black people can't get their prayers above their own head because you, God, don't hear their prayers. In other words, God don't give a shit about black people.
Listen, young man, your knee snapped, but you didn't snap back. You gave up. You fumbled the ball, Paul.
I fumbled. I fumbled. I never fumbled, not once. I never fumbled in practice and scrimmages. I never even fumbled in my goddamn sleep. I was a star, goddammit. I was Princeton motherfucking Paul. Nigga, everyone's all American.
Yes, you were Piston Paul. Everybody's all American. But he's dead now, and he ain't coming back.
Ah! All right. You win. You win. Forget making me white. Just go back into hiding. Because no one believes in you anyway. You, God. Things supposed to be mellow with you, man. Things supposed to be everywhere with you, man. But we look around and you ain't nowhere.
Do I really appear that distant, Paul?
You don't. You don't appear at all. So yes, look at all the stuff that's going on in the world, man. All the suffering, the drugs, people starving and dropping dead in the streets. And not somewhere in Africa or some poor ass country, but right here in America. And what about Lincoln, the Kennedy brothers, Dr. King, Medgar Evers, Malcolm X, all gunned down for trying to do some good in this godforsaken world? And what about the 4 little girls bombed in the church? In the church. That's supposed to be your house.
I never said anything about that.
And what about Bobby, my brother Bobby, and all the brothers? White guys too, dead from Vietnam. Are you sure this is your first vacation? Cause man, crazy shit been going on all over the world, you see? And it ain't groovy, daddy.
Paul raises the gun to his head. Just as he's about to pull the trigger, God waves his hand over him. Paul pulls the trigger, but it does not fire. He pulls it again and again and again, but it does not fire. Paul drops the gun and begins to sob.
Satan, release him. Release him now. I command you to release him. You are the foundation upon which the human race was created, Paul. You are the first that became last and will become first again. You are the structure upon which humanity was born and stands. It was because of your glowing hue, your beauty and likeness of me, your dark depths, which holds eternity and the everlasting love and beauty therein, that the angel of light became so enraged with jealousy and unyielding hate. You are my firstborn. I fashioned you into pure perfection, and in my image endowed you with my righteous virtues, which is your key to the kingdom. For in me, Paul, are many dimensions, and you already hold the first key by virtue of you being my first. In you is where I am. Forsake me not, and change not my design of deep, dark perfection. Let the universe, which holds all I have created, be not deceived by the cunning Satan, Paul. Do not confuse being white on the outside with having the light on the inside. It is me, God, in you. And the light is not only luminous white, but violet and gold and black, from which all colors came. Look at you in the mirror, Paul. Glorious and wonderfully made.
Hearing God's words, Paul leans forward, staring in awe at himself in the mirror.
And a stunningly beautiful complexion. My chocolate people of many shades of sweet delight. Call me when you need me, Paul. Or perhaps sometimes we can just walk and talk.
It is evident by the new smile glowing with wonderment on his face that he is seeing himself in a new light. With this new enlightenment, Paul quickly wipes the white paste from his face and stares even deeper at his dark skin with new respect.
Wow. Wow. I am beautiful. Wow.
Paul looks up and calls out to God.
God, I know I've been asking for a lot, but can you please make me a little blacker?
Hearing Paul's words, God's heart warms and he smiles. Lights to black, the end. Narrator, played by Camille Worrell.
Paul Ashley Nelson, played by Lorenzo Vaughn.
God, played by A. Gregory Harris. Good evening, everyone. I'm Arnold Penix, aka A. Gregory Harris, chairman of the NAN Arts and Culture Committee and New York City chapter. And I would like to close by saying that God is in us all, as stated in this presentation. As we take time to give thanks during this holiday season, I ask that we all be aware of the effects of this unprecedented time in which we live. Meaning, when members of the entertainment industry and sports industry are used to push agendas of racism and division. Now, this is nothing new, uh, as reflected in this play by Deyland Anderson. The killing of Martin Luther King Jr. and the bombing of the church in which took the lives of 4 young girls. And the character of Paul in this play is an example of how low self esteem in Black people created as a result of this racist society. But as we, but as revealed in this work, love of self and the love of God that emanates from us all is the only answer to free a people. And the beauty of Black being the foundation of all colors of the human race is the structure needed to heal a nation. So be proud, my Nubian kings and queens. Special accolades to our award winning director, Leon Pickney, whose vision and artistry brought this collaboration to a new level of classic proportion. And most importantly, thank you to the Reverend Al Sharpton and the National Action Network New York City chapter. And special thanks to Reverend Cleveland Polite and the staff of the Harlem Org for initial support and development of this major work. Visit our website at blk, the number to the future.com. That's BLK, lowercase, the number 2, thefuture.com, and which is the official website of NAN Arts and Culture. Now, this is the voice of God saying good night and happy holidays to you all. Bye-bye.